Hello and welcome to the Collectoverse podcast, your home for all things Collectoverse. We are a small indie toy store in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. My name is Matt Walker and I will be your host. I will oftentimes be joined by my partner Berlin McPherson as a co-host, and other times we will have a special guest join us. Maybe both. Who knows what we'll get up to. We'll be using our time to talk mostly about toys, pop culture, and the many fandoms that we all love. We have many terrific show ideas to try, and if you keep with us, you may be surprised at what you hear. Good evening, friends.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Matthew Walker. With me tonight is
Berlin McPherson.
Berlin McPherson, and I've got with us Angelina from the Sailor Calypso Says podcast.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to be in your home. Wait, it's my home.
Yeah.
You live here.
I was like, I'm in your home.
Wait a
What are
minute.
you talking about?
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to accomplish tonight, but we're just, shooting the shit around the table. And yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Having a coffee?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm about that.
I think that's what this show's about.
It's a step up from shooting the shit on the couch, which we did last week.
Yes. And that was just
It
fine.
was all wrapped in a blanket. It was nice.
And that was okay. Like 15 people listened to that show.
It's also a step up from when I come to your store and we shoot the shit while I'm standing there.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we got to record those.
Yeah, we should just have a crew.
this everywhere.
We should have a very small crew. Like, you remember the movie Downsized?
Yeah.
We should get some of those guys to film our
very
our store.
small crew.
A very small crew to film and record
seen that movie?
everything.
Oh, I thought you meant like an entourage.
No.
Have you seen the movie Downsized?
No.
It's where you actually get, like, the future of humans is to become shrunken, like
yeah,
this big.
they're tiny people.
Oh.
But then all your money, like, if you only have $100,000 to your name,
Yeah.
then, in real life, it's like, okay, you can, like, not even buy a house, but you can have, like, payments on a house. But you can buy a house this big. You can buy a
Yeah,
mansion.
it goes much further.
Yeah. So then you go live in tiny, tiny land, and you buy a house, and your money goes very far, and everybody's rich.
Yeah.
Except for the people that aren't and live on the other side of the wall, but
That's right. Yeah, we're not talking about that. But we'll hire some of those guys
because they're this big.
because they're tiny. A tiny crew, and they can just hang out and film all the stuff. Just because there's no room in that store. It's tiny, so we need tiny people.
Could we put this thing in a backpack?
Yeah.
Walk around recording a podcast?
Yes, for sure.
In the case that you had it in, it would be like a giant backpack.
Yeah. Well, I could use wireless microphones and have like packs in a backpack and just run around with like lavs on. We could totally do that.
It's so unnecessary. You could probably just record the audio and put it in a podcast
Yeah.
instead of that.
But the other thing is ridiculous.
Yes.
And if you know anything about me, I am a ridiculous man.
Your middle name is Ridiculous Man.
It's true. Matthew Ridiculous Man Walker.
I thought it was whatever I said before that you said it was.
Oh shit!
What
I
was
can't
it
remember.
I,
It was
I can't remember either.
it was some other lie I was telling. I can't remember now.
It's Alexander, if anyone's wondering, if anyone wants to steal
Tell,
his
don't tell
identity.
him that.
His social insurance number is
Shush.
111.
111.
Wait.
That's me.
He's the
That's
first
made up.
person ever
Social
born.
insurance numbers don't start with 1.
Hi, I'm the first Canadian.
I'm the first
111.
man ever. Your whole sin is just one. It's not
One.
even a long number.
It's 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. So we had quite the day.
Oh my god.
So Berlin did this thing today. See, I bought a mic last week, and I've been meaning to bring it back, but I refused to bring it back today. But Berlin, like an asshole, brought back this thing that we bought for her Christmas.
To a store that accepted returns on Boxing
Yeah.
To
Day.
give even more context, I was the one who said we should absolutely not go return your thing on Boxing Day because
That's
that's an
right.
asshole move.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
throughout the course of the day, I totally forgot. I think I forgot that it was Boxing Day. if
Well,
I'm
we
being
were just
honest.
hanging out at home.
Yeah,
Wow.
we weren't going to go anywhere.
After all the don't travel.
Yeah, all the treacherous
it's-
roads things.
Don't go to the Boxing
Yeah.
Day sales.
We literally laid in bed for till 2.
Yeah.
And we were like, I guess this is our day. So we ate breakfast in bed, which was containers of leftovers from Christmas.
Yep.
And I played video games on the TV. He played on his Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I
Had
bought
nice
a new
morning.
game today.
But then we started seeing posts that like, oh, the roads are getting better.
Yeah.
The buses are running again. So we're like, okay, we have some stuff. I needed some stuff. Like we didn't have cat litter or dog food. So it was like, let's go. Let's brave the roads. And I completely went out of my mind that it was Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the thing by the door. And I was like, let's bring this and return it while we're out.
Yep.
If the roads were good enough to get there, which they were. And
were.
then I forgot until we were literally in the store with the thing. And it was packed. And I was like, oh. Yeah, we weren't going to do this today.
Yep.
Like,
But they did do the return. It was quick and painless. It was great.
It's kind of ironic that you returned a microphone today because I bought a microphone today.
Didn't return the microphone.
No, we didn't
today.
return the
Oh, you
microphone. We
didn't
turned
return-
it.
We're
We
doing
turned.
that tomorrow because I said, don't
Yeah.
be that guy. And then
Oh.
I was the guy, but he didn't get to be the guy.
What'd you order? Or buy? What'd you get?
Blue Yeti
Cool.
USB.
Yeah,
mic for
that's
my
fine, Mike.
computer.
Yep. Nice. Those are good. You've got you got a snowball or something here
I do.
somewhere. Yeah. All right. So we are here with Angelina from
Sailor Calypso says,
Sailor Calypso says. So that name, are you Sailor Calypso or is there another Sailor Calypso who says?
I am.
Oh, good.
And
okay.
if you watch the original dub of Sailor Moon in like 97 or whenever it came out, the North American one, it had Sailor Says like in
Yeah, I remember.
teach
I
kids
remember.
things, and that's what it's kind of from.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Terrific. As we are, primarily a toy store and toy collectors.
Well, you are.
I am. Look,
I am too.
yeah. Well, when did you start collecting toys?
I've been passively collecting toys probably my entire life, and I consistently walk the line between hoarding and collecting. But
I think most of our listeners can.
Yeah, I think everybody who has
Relate.
toys can relate to that.
like actively, probably like a year.
Okay.
I haven't been keeping track. Honestly, I just buy the things when I want them.
Fair enough. Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat.
Did you kind of peak interest in collecting during the pandemic? Because that's kind of when it picked up for both of us too.
No.
No? Later? After?
Yeah, after.
That's cool. We have people come in the store, and like my experience working at Long McQuaid, there'd be people, before we were doing our store, people come in and kind of like get in trouble from, spouses or whoever else for having things. Like there's a guy, I will tell you this story. I don't know if I talked about it in another podcast before, but there was a guy who would come in. I don't even remember him, but I remember the story of he could buy red guitars because his wife couldn't tell the difference between any of the guitars. As long as it was red, he could bring a red guitar in and out of the house, and she would not know. She was just like, "Oh, that's the same thing." Nope, new guitar all the time. He'd spend like thousands and thousands of dollars on guitars.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but yeah. So what I'm wondering is as you're in your experience as an adult collector, is there anybody gives you shit about buying stuff, or do you have any good outside support from other people that kind of are into what you're doing, that either follow Instagram pictures or any of that kind of stuff that you share?
Most of my family, it has passed away, so I live alone, and no one gives me shit to my face.
Yeah.
And maybe some friends judge me, but they don't tell me about it. And I can tell they're being judgy, but they don't say anything out loud. And I probably wouldn't take that shit anyways.
I wonder sometimes with that.
Probably why they don't say anything, because they know you're not going to take it.
I wonder if it's one of those things where people look at it from the outside and they're just looking at what the money you spend on it is.
Yeah.
Because it's just this thing of
I think that, but then all those people drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
Smoke
Or-
My view is I'm not spending money on drugs,
Or they have,
cigarettes
four
or
quads.
alcohol. So
That's right.
Yeah.
or
Same. Like, that's
car
the hobby.
payments. Whatever. It's
That's
my
cool.
vice. You deal with it.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
That reminds me of another customer we had that came in. He just started coming in. He's a newer customer.
Yeah.
Kind of. And came in. So happy. He's like, this is the best store. I'm so happy you guys are here. Blah, blah, blah. Stoked. Buys I don't know, 3 or 4 Transformers or something. Has the best day ever. Next time he comes in, girlfriend broke up with him.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Because
That's
I don't even know if it was the money or if it was just him collecting toys. She was not vibing with it
that's-
and bailed.
I have very strong views on significant others. So
Same.
Yeah, you should kind of be in a room with, somebody who, even if they're not into the thing you're into, are into
Get
you.
it.
they should know that you do that.
Yeah. And at
Yeah.
least
Be
respect
okay with
you
it.
as a person enough
Yeah.
to be like, hey, if that brings you joy, if that's your thing, cool.
Yeah,
Do it.
that's my opinion.
That's a good opinion.
It's a good
to have.
opinion.
I think so. Besides toys, besides toy collecting, what other hobbies are you into? Because we've talked in the store, and it seems that you have a lot on your plate all the time.
Yes, well, I do have a lot on my plate, apparently.
Yeah.
But I have lots of hobbies. Biggest one's probably birding, which is like bird watching, but
that's
it's
the newest one we
kind of
learned about.
competitive.
Bird watching.
Yeah, it's
That's cool.
Than bird watching. It's
Matt's
not like your 90-year-old person with binoculars and a tilly
Matt calls
hat.
it bird watching when he's getting changed in the morning and I try to watch. But that's not what you're doing. You're watching birds.
Like actual birds, yeah.
So like, can you just look at the birds and like, know what it is?
Most of the
You're pretty
time.
good. We were scrolling through photos the other day, and she's like, "Oh, that's that thing. That's that thing." And I'm like, "They all look the same." But like you seem
and then
to know
it
pretty
helps
quick
that
what they
it
are.
says what they are in the descriptions or the title.
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
What's the coolest, most like endangered bird you've seen with your eyes?
I don't think it's endangered. I think it's fairly common in like Ontario, but I saw the first wood thrush that was in BC ever.
That's cool. Yeah, it's weird some of the stuff that's ending up over here. Like I had never ever seen magpies before, but there's like magpies here now.
Tons of magpies.
Right?
You go to Pineview and
Yeah.
it'll be like 40 magpies.
Yeah, I'd never ever seen one before in my life, and I was out. I'm like, man, what is that? Like a blue jay? It looks different. I'm like, no, it's a magpie. It was cool.
I'm a corvid enthusiast, so I'm all for the magpies.
Oh, Corvid. Not Corvette.
Not COVID.
Or not
Corvid,
COVID.
not COVID.
Okay.
I'm a COVID enthusiast.
Berlin, can you leave the podcast?
What's
Thanks.
a COVID enthusiast?
I'm just really enthused about having COVID all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
You stay over there.
No.
I also
Corvids
like
are
the
birds.
geocaching.
Geocaching? Okay, yeah.
You know what that is?
I do know what that is. Is that as big as it has ever been? Is it bigger than it has been before? Because I remember it was like
There was a big boom.
I think
there was
not.
like a boom in the 2000s of it being like this big deal. So for anybody who doesn't know geocaching, explain.
It's like using real expensive satellites to find things hidden in the woods.
Yeah, stupid little shit hidden
Yeah,
places,
pretty much.
which is
But
awesome.
It's a thing where, like, when you find it, you kind of get a little trinket and you, like, leave a little trinket. Is
Yeah,
that-
usually.
That's cool.
Does anyone ever just take the trinket and bail and leave it
Yes,
empty?
those people are assholes. Sometimes you just find a really small one that doesn't have any room for stuff, and all you do is sign the paper and then leave.
Like a little
Like,
tiny
and put it
folded
back
paper?
and then leave, yeah.
That's cute.
This summer I was in Grand Forks, which is a small town in southern BC, and I did like a bunch of geocaches. It was a tourism thing for their geocoin, and it's like
Geocoin? What's that?
it was like a special fancy coin.
Like a real physical coin?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's
And-
not like a.
it has like a cool
Bitcoin or
picture of
something.
City Hall, like
That's cool.
in it, on it. I don't know how to explain, but it's cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
that was fun. And then
Are most of your hobbies, like, nature related? Like being outside?
No.
Kind of? No. Just those two.
yeah, well, no.
Okay.
I like to go on road trips, and I think
Road trips are always
then
good.
I try to do all the things that I like in those at the same time.
That makes sense.
So yeah, we usually do birding and do geocaching and go to post offices and take pictures of them because I'm weird and I like post offices.
That's cool. Old ones are cool.
Yeah.
You go to, like, every London Drugs and do all the post offices in there.
No,
Just the
those
real
are not
post
real
offices.
post offices.
Not the outlets.
Don't even get me started on outlets.
We don't look at the outlets,
Yeah.
fool.
Yeah. Related to the post office thing, I like post crossing as well, which is like exchanging postcards kind of all across the world.
You mentioned that the other day too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. Those are the things that I like most. I probably have more hobbies, but I can't think of them right now.
Where's your favorite postcard from?
Oh, geez. That's a difficult question.
Not
Morocco.
necessarily, like, your favorite because of where it came from, but, like, your literally favorite, like, looking one.
Also a difficult question.
Man, tried to make it easier.
Generally like most postcards I receive from Japan.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Do you have, like, a wall covered in postcards?
I
keep them in a
used
book?
to. I have them all in albums now. That's like photo albums.
That's probably a better idea.
a good way to use photo albums.
Yeah.
Since no one uses them for photos anymore.
You don't need to.
So we've talked before, and you play video games, as I think everybody does.
I used to.
No, you used to.
Yeah. I like to think I still will in the
yeah.
future.
You have the ability to.
I just
'cause you have
don't
the
right
stuff.
now. Yes.
Well, what's your favorite type of video game?
It's really hard to narrow it down, but probably like the kind where there's like one character and then like a supporting people, like Mario or Sonic or
Yeah,
like Crash Bandicoot or Conquer.
so like a platformer game with like a strong lead.
Yeah.
Cool.
But then I also like those ones where you build something and then like maintain it, like Harvest Moon and or
Animal
like
Crossing?
SimCity or Animal
Yeah,
Crossing or
cool.
something.
Huh, that's like all my favorite stuff
love
too.
a simulator game.
But
I'll play everything simulator.
yeah, she'll play Simulator.
I would.
I feel like Harvest Moon was the original farming simulator game.
Yeah. There's a lot of farming.
I like games where you have to survive in the wilderness.
Yeah, she does.
You're like, hi, didn't ask you.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Those are my favorite ones where
What
you
do I
gotta
like for games? I
find
like
food and eat it, and your health goes down,
Yep.
and you can get attacked by a bear, and then you're like, I gotta find some aloe vera to rub on this, or I'm probably gonna die.
I got attacked by a bear. I got to get some aloe vera.
I need to drink some water, but I'm on the ocean.
Oh yeah.
That kind of stuff. Survival
Surviving in
games.
the wilderness just reminds me of that one Big Bang Theory episode where he spoons an armadillo. Anyways, Howard spoons an armadillo.
He would.
It's good times.
He would do that.
Stupid Howard.
All right. Do you watch television?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta ask. Like some people don't watch television. I didn't watch television
True.
for
I
like
don't
for
know
like
what's wrong with those people.
for like
but
my whole adult life until like I moved out at like 16 years old, and I
Goodness.
didn't have television until I don't know I still don't watch television. It's like a web series now. But like I didn't watch. I would just
often watch
download
television?
Yeah, but I'm not like I'm just saying like I didn't watch like cable television at all until you could download it. Because now internet plans suck. But when the first high speed stuff came out, did I have the greatest thing? You
Right.
could download as much of anything all the time
yeah.
for like it was like $20 a month. It was so cheap. It was awesome. What's your favorite TV theme song?
It's really hard to narrow that down as
Of course it is. That's why I asked you that question.
I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song. Like the original
Yep.
one where they say heroes in a half shell.
You know who wrote that?
The guy who wrote Big Bang Theory?
Yes. Yeah, Chuck Lorre.
Yes.
I always confuse Chuck Lorre with Hugh Laurie.
Those are different guys.
I know.
But they're both pretty cool. I like both of them.
The doctor guy? The British doctor
House.
guy?
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the Yu-Gi-Oh theme song.
That's a good one too.
Can someone sing it for me? I don't know. that one.
Pokemon? I can't sing, so no.
Just
Here, I'll play it for you. No? Is that not it? Okay.
But
What-
my favorite is probably Moonlight Densetsu, which is like the Sailor Moon theme song.
Like the original one.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't remember it much right at the moment, but I know that I've jammed on it before. I've heard it watching the show.
Yeah. I for some reason like the Japanese version better than the North American version, but they're the same. Just
Yeah.
the words are better. Like it flows better, in my opinion.
There is some of those things. There's like I remember some of the Dragon Ball themes over these, like the Dragon Ball Z themes, where it would be like it's the exact same song, but it's got a different different verses.
Yeah.
Where they sneak in English verses, and it's still fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still good, but it's not as good. Hey Berlin, what's your favorite TV theme?
I don't know if I like any TV themes.
Really?
I skip all of them every time.
What about Cheers theme?
Nope.
No,
I also like the Big Bang Theory theme.
it's a really good one. That's Bare Naked Ladies. They're
And
awesome.
I went to the Bare Naked Ladies concert last time they were here.
Yeah.
And
Did they play it?
did that theme song.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. It was way longer than I thought.
That was my first concert ever.
Oh, really?
I was like 11 years old. On the Gordon tour, they played at the Coliseum.
cool.
Yeah, it was like bitter cold in February. It was for my birthday. My uncle took me.
Neat.
Yeah, I think I've talked about that on another show before. I should really have followed that up with what my favorite TV theme is, but I don't know if I even have one. Because I just love.
hard to narrow
Well, I just
down.
love TV themes.
Yeah.
Because like that whole bit of like that jingle bit where it's like, 15 to 30 seconds long. Mm-hmm. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Here it is.
Yeah.
Because there's the stuff that over the years where it's like a real song and they just chop it up and turn it into a
I like
theme
the
song.
Gilmore Girls
Yeah.
theme song.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That's one of the only ones I don't skip, and it's really long, but I just sing the whole thing.
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, that's a good one.
Isn't that?
No, that's the Golden
you
Girls. She said Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls
I'm
is.
bad at listening.
Gilmore Girls.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I really like
even
the
know it.
Transformers G1 theme song because it's so poorly edited.
I've never.
It's just-
watched Transformers.
Get out of our house.
Yeah,
No, that's
judgy.
cool.
He's judging me. I can see it.
I've
that's
never
cool.
watched it either, and I won't.
The Power Rangers theme song is also pretty cool.
All of the Power Rangers songs are good. all that stuff.
We just binged like 12 seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I cannot think of what the theme song is.
There isn't one. Though there is. It's like an instrumental thing while they're just driving down the road in Philly.
Okay.
There's not really. It's not like a real song.
It's not like a jingly, catchy song.
No, the ones that I remember most are in that show are. There's two at the beginning of the episode. There's dun 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 dun. It's like really upbeat one, and then there's one that's like
that they insert.
And like depending on what song is there, it'll kind of pace the episode.
Totally sounds like Oompa Loompa, the Oompa Loompa theme song.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, Charlie's a bit of an Oompa Loompa.
Wow, he is a bit of an Oompa Loompa.
No, he's pretty good.
The show, so.
Oh, it's you seen Seinfeld?
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, imagine those people were even worse.
No.
Like not worse
and they own
actors,
the bar.
but like worse people.
You're definitely selling the show. I really want to watch it.
Yeah, they're like just terrible people.
It's almost like the amount of people I've talked to where it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia is just like, of course I've watched it, and it's like ingrained into their past, and they've just seen it. But as a person who like never saw an episode, I knew nothing. Watching the pilot was like jarring how offensive it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, how does this just exist? And it's just. But then I watched the entire thing. So.
Yeah, and it gets worse and worse, but also better and better as you go on, because there's just
but
like
it's funny, and like they're terrible people.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're acting like they're not. Like the show nor the characters are trying to convince you that they're like not terrible people.
No.
It's very self-aware, and you're like, Mike,
Well, that's good.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's a terrific program.
Yeah, I love it. A in my books.
So, regarding your upcoming podcast, because we're here recording 2 shows tonight. We're going to record our show, and we're also going to record your show, and we're going to be the first guests on Sailor Calypso Says.
Yes, I'm very excited about it.
We are honored.
Yeah.
Right?
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, what is the concept of your upcoming podcast?
It's kind of chatting about nerdy, nostalgic things and trying fun snack foods and checking out some mail that the podcast has received.
Nice.
And the podcast has already received the mail, even though it doesn't exist yet.
You should do reviews of, when you see online people who buy mail and they just open up stuff.
Oh, they buy like lost.
Yeah, they buy lost mail.
I was like, you can do that?
You can.
Oh.
I don't know how, because I am totally the kind of guy who would just buy that.
You can literally buy pallets of undelivered like Amazon packages and stuff.
Really?
Like, full wrapped
That's
pallets.
so weird.
Yeah. People do that and then sell it.
And then sell it.
Yeah.
Like I'd wrap it and then sell it.
Yep.
And then hope that it's not just like a bunch of
But it's all like random. It's like hair dryers
Q-tips.
and
stuff.
Slippers,
yeah, it's like
all
the most
kinds
random
of
stuff.
whatever.
There's a name for it. I forget what it's called.
They have like liquidation stores and they just like...
I don't know where it comes from.
I think it's one of those things where just
I think it's only
if the
Amazon
mail
in the States. Though.
yeah mail that's undeliverable,
Yeah.
it just that gets sent back. So when we send something to the States, it asks if it's undeliverable, do you want it sent back to you? And I say no, abandon it.
Oh.
So if it can't be delivered to the person who has ordered it, then it will now be abandoned and it'll just sit there. And from there, it probably goes to whatever auction they get that stuff from.
Cool. I wonder how often it's like
Something cool.
personal massage devices.
Oh yeah, I bet
something.
often. So yeah, regarding your show,
Yeah.
like what do you hope to accomplish having created that show? Like, are you reaching for the moon? Do you want to be the next, huge podcast?
Yeah. The next, what's his name? Howard Stern?
Yeah.
No. Anyways, I'm just aiming for like a sense of community because I had a really hard time finding a podcast I really like in that they actually talk about stuff I want to hear about. Mm-hmm. So I decided to make my own. So I just kind of want to talk to people who have stuff in common, I guess.
Nice.
And eat weird shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not
I get
that
it.
they necessarily want to eat weird shit, more that they will.
It kind of gives Hot Ones vibes.
If Hot Ones was snack foods.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like you're doing the thing, but it's an interview. Like you're hanging out and doing the
Yeah,
thing, but then
mostly.
you're also trying the snack foods.
Yeah.
It's like that's not the focus, but you're also doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to something there. I just got a message from my friend Aaron Trenholm. He says, "Happy holidays, dude. Do you guys hope it was merry and bright?" So
Merry Christmas, Aaron Trenholm.
He's lovely, and he does he doesn't do a podcast.
No, it's just a
but
live Facebook show.
They do a live show where they eat things.
Oh.
So there's him and his friend, and they'll sometimes
But it's
have a
not
guest.
quirky food. It's like scary food.
Sometimes it's quirky food.
They're doing like frog legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that I think he'll cook them and make
like
a
bugs.
thing, whatever. But he wants to do a show with us in our store, and we'll do one eventually. But yeah, I don't think there's really that much of an interview part.
Probably plug their
Sly Dog and Cool Cat.
they're on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I
Do
heard
you know
about
him?
those guys.
Yeah. So that's my buddy Aaron. And
They have a YouTube.
They have a YouTube
channel.
Yeah, and they've got lots of videos out now, and they're doing stuff. But there's no real like interview part.
Do you know how I found out about that?
How's that?
Last time I was at Marquee buying weird snacks,
Yep.
I was told by the owner,
Yep.
I think his name is Brian,
Mm-hmm.
about somebody who has a YouTube channel and does the
that's
same
fine.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they really focus on like the food, and I think they're gonna get really wacky.
Yeah. Well, they do the stuff. They eat the grass jelly drink, and they
And
go
review
and they
the
go.
food.
Oh, I hate this grass jelly drink. Oh, and they have I think their portion is leave it.
I think it's
or
glass jelly,
like
not
it-
grass jelly, but okay.
like it, love it, leave it. I think is it. But
Yeah.
but it's not the same concept as their show. But perhaps someday you guys will have a show together where
I'm
eat
glad I'm
some-
not unknowingly copying them.
No, it's very different.
Good.
Yeah, the vibe I get from yours, anyways. Like we'll talk more about the kinds of foods that you like to try and stuff like that. We'll get there, but it feels more fun. Like it's just like quirky flavored things more so than like we're eating a box of crickets today.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like here's
There will be no squeamish running away.
yeah, and I think they're
kind of
they kind of lean towards some of that stuff. So it's definitely a different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do we want to ask about? I know you have your list there, but the good way to segue into like the kinds of snacks that
well, yeah, of course, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your order over there.
Oh no, it's fine. No. So you share a lot of like taste tests in your personal social media stuff of like I'm not even going to say they're odd food items, but they're like odd food items. They're different things. Like you brought
They're like not the original that you're
They're
used
like
to.
limited edition.
Yeah.
yeah, and you brought me like the other day these like sweet and savory chips.
Those chips that taste like soup.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I never ended up trying them.
I ate all of them. I ate all of them. They were delicious.
Did you
I
really?
really liked them. Yeah.
Rude.
So these things taste like tomato soup. So it's like sweet like tomato soup, but there's like this chicken on the back end thing that's like salty like the MSG.
Did you actually taste the chicken?
No, I tasted the MSG, which is what it's like that umami kind of
Chicken
thing that
Eggs in
yeah.
MSG? Yes.
Yeah, that's what they're going for with the
Yes.
chicken, right? And it was fine. They were good. I liked them.
What kinds of stuff like do you like to try? What are you looking for when you're like out at a store trying to find stuff?
I'm just looking for like your regular snack food, but like limited edition flavors.
So it's like, Oreos are cool, but these
Not your
ones are
ordinary.
lemon.
So like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
unicorn magic snack
I've
pack.
had lemon Oreos before.
Unicorn
magic snack pack.
Yes.
Which
Like
we're
you
looking
brought
at
me.
Look
right now.
for those, and I did not enjoy them at all.
No, I'm gonna try it
What's
right
the
now.
flavor? Is it like?
I don't know what the flavor is.
It's pink.
unicorn
it's
magic.
like
Can you pass me the box?
It says that it tastes like joy.
Why
and
is unicorn never a flavor? And then there's like that unicorn mac and cheese you got. Is it a flavor?
I don't know.
It's just the flavor's unicorn.
I also got rainbow Twizzlers, which I'm actually looking
Please
forward
do
to.
not use that fork.
yeah. I'm gonna.
We're at our house in our kitchen.
I don't know.
Go
where
get a
there's-
spoon.
I don't know where there's a spoon.
If you ever did a dish, you'd know where the spoons lived.
I don't know what that's about.
Can I tell you the flavor?
Yes,
Tastes like joy and rainbow sparkles.
That's
Yes.
right.
I read that.
And it does not.
No.
Made with stardust.
Not in my opinion, anyway. I know, but on the top it says
Oh, it smells very wrong.
it's made with like unicorn
Fairy dust and
fairy
princess
dust.
kisses.
That's right.
This is so cute. I have a friend.
I just can't.
Can I shout out my friend Nadine?
Yes.
She would fucking die for this.
Oh.
I'm gonna send her a Snapchat of it right now.
right,
Like
I'm gonna-
mail
I'm gonna-
those
I'm
to
gonna
her
try
if
this.
you want.
Oh, Matt's trying it with his
Try it.
Bombay
Okay.
mac and
Honest
cheese fork.
opinion.
Oh, it's
wait,
very-
wait. Before you try it, what does it smell like?
It
Is he
smells.
supposed to try this on your podcast that we record?
No. This is just an extra one.
I did.
Okay.
I brought snacks for
okay.
that. Don't worry about
Just
it.
making sure.
It smells like. It smells like a strawberry shortcake. Doll. Like
okay.
like the little figures. It smells like a flavor that would be infused into PVC rubber.
My
toys.
description on my social media was that
Yeah.
it smells like Barbie perfume.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here, I'll try it now. Let's see. Well, the texture is definitely pudding.
Yeah.
Well, that's a start.
Well, that's good.
It tastes like
That's like the only winning thing about it.
it tastes like lipstick.
Yeah.
Ew.
It tastes like lipstick.
Lipstick doesn't taste good.
Barbie lipstick.
No, but it's just I don't know, my hair. Let's. Yep. Yeah, it's like waxy and kind of shitty. But
Kind of shitty.
but worth trying.
It doesn't have any.
Like pig shitty. Like.
No, not like shit shitty.
It doesn't really have any ingredients.
Almost. That is a close on my least favorite things that I've tried.
But not the least.
No.
All right. Well,
it's not the least.
what's your favorite so far?
The cinnamon bun Oreos are pretty good.
Did we have those? No, I had the carrot cake one. That was good.
Ugh, I hate those.
We didn't mind them.
Yeah, I liked them. I didn't mind eating the whole pack in one sitting because that's what happens when I
The
open
cinnamon
Oreos.
bun Oreos were so good that I felt like doing that, but I didn't. And then Snickerdoodle
Are those
ones
easily
were
found?
kind of like
Like
those
if we
too.
want to try the.
They were. I don't know if they are now.
Yeah, they're probably seasonal thing.
But the Neapolitan ones are still around because I've seen them recently at Walmart. I think.
I remember when they introduced golden Oreo. I was like, no way,
I
too
love
much.
those.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I love golden.
I want to ask, what is your least favorite thing you've tried?
The Hubba Bubba M&Ms.
What?
I like
Bubblegum
didn't know if I
M&Ms?
was I didn't know if I was eating gum or M&Ms. It was a very
That's
confusing.
concerning. You're not supposed to
time.
like swallow gum.
No, I know,
You like chew it and then.
but it was candy.
Oh man.
It was very weird.
Was it also chocolate? Was it like chocolate coated in gum, or was it just all gum?
There was no gum.
There's
It
no
was
gum, it's just
like,
No,
gum
but like
flavor.
flavor wise,
oh,
was it just like the
the
candy
coating was
gum?
gum. The inside was chocolate.
So it's just like a regular M&M, but the candy coating was
bubblegum flavor.
Yes.
flavored.
It was weird.
I would hate that.
Yeah, you would hate that, but
I also hate bubblegum
I don't know if
flavor.
I would hate that because I really enjoy some simulated like bubblegum flavor stuff. Like when I was a kid and it was like, you know, fluoride treatment time, I'd be like,
yeah.
I'd be like, line up that bubblegum, let's do this.
Oh,
And
I
then
always
stuff
remember
like
the
vanilla.
styrofoam trays
Yeah.
they put in your mouth. I just don't like styrofoam texture.
Yeah. And then now, like, I really like
You're like, can I have the metal trays, please?
that that Coke,
The Dream,
Dream World.
I like the. I think it's Coke Zero
Yeah.
Dream World,
Yeah.
like the zero sugar
That's the one
one.
he gets too.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, I really like that. It's
really
like
good.
I won't
it's
even
kind
try
of like
it.
it's kind of like bubblegum, but not. It's like there's like 3 kind of complex candy flavors that are in that flavor that I can't pin down what they are and why I like it. But I do like it.
Yeah, it's
Sounds like a nightmare.
I can't pin it down either. I was like, this is citrusy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like
all the citrus
I'm like,
fruits. I can't.
it's like berries,
Yeah,
but
it's
not. And you're saying citrus? Like, I think it's one of those things. Like,
There's
I'm
some
going to talk
fruits.
about another conspiracy theory that
Oh.
I didn't invent this one. My friend invented this.
Oh, okay.
But he told me about. You're familiar with Febreze?
Yeah.
Well, what if Febreze doesn't actually smell like anything, and it just makes your brain think that the smell is gone? So you've got this like stinky house. You just cooked a fish, and then it's in your couch. So you spray down the couch with this Febreze stuff, but it doesn't actually do anything. It's like a chemical thing that makes your brain think that it's actually changed the smell.
Opinions about Febreze, but anyways.
I have a hot take about that conspiracy theory.
Okay,
Who
what?
cares?
It's not about who
It
cares.
a
sounds
hot
like
take?
it's doing what it needs to do.
Yeah, I know, but
like 5 seconds.
But no. The point is that it doesn't actually cover the smell.
Yeah.
It just makes your brain think that the smell has
What
been
does it
covered.
matter?
It doesn't
Because
matter.
then
long
if
as
someone
you're not
comes
smelling.
over, it still
But
smells.
it'll do the brain thing to them too.
That's right.
Oh.
Unless their brain doesn't
Then it doesn't
do that, and they'll walk in and go, "Oh, fish couch, gross."
Did you cook fish on your couch?
Did you like?
Did you rub a fish along this couch, or whatever?
Yes.
Are you just drawing over there?
Yeah, I'm having ADHD
Did you
today.
write doodle?
I did.
She was doodling what she wrote
I'm
doodle.
not bored. I just have like a very hectic brain right now,
Right.
Oh.
and I'm trying to not like.
You should try
Swing my
this
feet around.
this pink bullshit
Nope.
over here.
Even though
No?
you are swinging your feet around.
I just need to go for a run or something. I don't know.
That's okay. You can. It's very slippery outside
I'm
though.
not going
so
for a run
watch
right
it.
now.
So she's actually going for a slide down the street.
That's right. I saw some dude sliding today, and I was like, "Oh man, this guy's going down." He didn't, but classically.
If you want to go for a run, you can wear my boots with ice cleats on them.
I have another flavored snack question.
Oh.
I don't know if it's on your list because I saved it and didn't look at it.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, of course, you didn't look at
That
it.
is fine. That sound is very
Is
useful.
there anything that you like really desperately want to try but like can't find? Like, is there like one like the snack that got away?
There's so many.
Are there?
Yeah, I actually have a Pinterest list of snacks that have been limited editions that aren't around anymore.
Because they were limited edition.
Yes, and I must add that the U.S. has way more flavors of special edition stuff than we do.
Yes, they do.
Japan also has weird flavors of stuff that I like to try.
Yeah, they have some cool chip flavors.
Yeah, and Pepsi.
Yeah.
They have I don't want to try this because I'll probably die because I hate cucumber. But they had cucumber Pepsi in the past. I bought the cucumber Lay's chips, but I haven't tried them yet.
That sounds good.
I'm waiting for Jeff to try them with me.
Yep.
I would taste so many things if they're not fruity candy bubblegum flavors. I'll
she's
try
like,
I
cucumber
know, that's why I
flavors.
brought
She's
those
like
chips down.
anti-candy.
I know, and then
And then you didn't even try them?
I said, I was like,
I
yes.
know.
I was like, I'm like, you want to have these? No, I don't want that. Okay. And I'm like, because I'm snacky and these are here. And and they were good. Because I tried them at the store.
I will let you know, I brought something to try on my podcast that is a surprise. I also brought the thing that you know about.
I want you to know also I hate surprises, so I can't wait.
Cool.
little
We can be
surprise.
excited together.
I've never been, I don't have much of a sweet tooth. As a kid, I didn't have juice.
I don't
didn't
think that
enjoy
these are
juice.
sweet.
That's good.
We'll see.
But candy, fruity, chewy, sour, none of it. I hate it. I'm good with chocolate. I like
Yep.
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 But anyways,
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
I also am a
Depends
bit of
on
a
the candy.
picky eater, I think. If it's something that's weird and I haven't had it, I don't
If it's
want
not butter chicken from one
I think
restaurant,
you are a picky eater.
she's a very picky eater.
to. Hey.
I have been recently told that I'm picky.
Hello,
and I've
welcome to
rejected
Gang
that.
Up on Berlin show.
Yeah.
Hey, picky eater. Got him. Oh, I love that button. Anyway, getting back to the questions that I had here. We've covered most of it, but I did send you one asking about kind of who your favorite podcast or radio interviewer is. And you were talking about, there not being the podcasts for you.
Yeah.
But I don't think that matters when it's the right person there's some people in a podcast,
Totally.
they can just talk about painting
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter and they're that good.
Yeah.
But
And there's one podcast that does that for me.
yeah, who's that?
It's called The Friendship Onion. It's hosted by Don Monahan and Billy Boyd, who were the hobbits from Merry and Pippin from Lord of the
Okay,
Rings.
yeah.
Yeah, they can talk about anything, and I will listen to it anyways.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They have guests on, or they just the two of them?
Usually.
Yeah.
I like their banter, even when they don't have guests. So before I started listening to their podcast, I'd never listened to a podcast before, and I had no inkling to do my own.
Yep.
So I guess their podcast kind of started it all or inspired me or whatever. I don't know.
Mary and Pippin have a podcast.
Yes.
That's so cute.
I saw an ad about it before it started, and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait until this comes out.
Is it relatively new or?
Within the last 2 years, I want to say.
That's newish.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Probably enough episodes to listen to it every night while you go to sleep for a while.
No,
Yeah.
that's the Sleep With Me podcast.
Yeah, I like that one.
And it's
I like
not
to listen to that one.
exclusively about Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah.
They have a lot of guests that have nothing to do with Lord of the Rings.
Do they have a central theme, or is it just them hanging out and doing different things?
I don't think there's a central theme.
Cool.
There's a couple different segments that they
Well,
usually
with
do.
the Friendship Onion, is it about
talk about
is it about friendship being layered?
That does
or
come
something?
into it a little bit.
Yeah, I figured.
That
But
just
I
sounds
think-
like a Shrek thing.
I think it's called that because they're friends, and they're not
they love
they
onions.
weren't just friends in the movie. They're actual friends, and they do things together a lot. They have had Elijah Wood on the show. He was Frodo.
Yeah.
They
Elijah Wood was the kid in The Good Son, actually.
I
was
don't know.
the-
what that
Played
is.
opposite Macaulay Culkin. It's just a
You
niche
would
horror
talk
movie.
about that movie.
I
I love that
I have
movie.
a small grasp on who Macaulay Culkin is, but
What?
whoa,
It's Christmas.
Good thing
It's Home Alone season, and you say that at my table.
Well, I know what we're doing after we stop recording this show. Watching Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
No.
We're going to watch Home Alone.
No.
And then we're going to watch the Always Sunny in Philadelphia Home Alone episode. Very different vibes.
Very different vibes.
You'll have a great time.
They're completely different things.
We're not doing that at all. It's already like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
That's just for fun.
Cool.
I want to talk about your cool shirt you're wearing.
Oh.
You can talk about it on your show too, but like it's cool. So she's got this sweater and it's got Pokeroo on the front from the polka dot door. And I see that on the sleeve it's got the polka dot door.
Just in case you don't know what it's from.
Yeah. But it's very cool. Like I'm surprised I'm even seeing that because I'm never around when the Pokeroo shows up. And then I show up and they all go, "Oh, you just missed the Pokeroo." And I'm like, "Oh, again?" I never see the Pokeroo.
In real life, are you talking about?
I just always miss the
in
Pokeroo.
real life either. Yeah, I do have a record
of the polka dot door. I've seen that record before. That's cool. I do not own it.
That is another theme song that I really enjoy.
Yep, that's a really good one. There was really good theme songs on kids shows when we were kids.
I also like Skinamarink.
It's a good one.
I don't know what the show is called. I forget.
Well, that's Sharon, Lois, and Bram.
I also have a Mr. Dress Up hoodie.
That's cool.
I've seen you wear that at the store.
Yeah.
He's also a treasure.
Yeah. He was.
Was.
Oh, okay.
He's long past, but I think he still is a
awesome
treasure.
show. I have the Christmas ornaments.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. One of them's a tickle trunk, and one of them's a TV with a show on, like with the
Yeah. That's cool.
card on
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
They're
There
on
was
my
a
Christmas tree.
So we went to my sister's house for Christmas Eve the other day, and I was looking at her Christmas tree, and I'm like, "Are those the ornaments that we sold to build the adventure playground when we were kids?" And they were, and I'm like, it was kind of like surreal and weird to me to see them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, whoa, what a stupid looking ornament. And then all of our parents and grandparents bought those from us so we could build this thing. And now it's just
charity.
like, and now that school's just like owned by somebody.
It was just charity, and then they threw them in the garbage as they left.
Oh no, they put them up so we could see them once.
Oh, okay. But then after Christmas, they threw them in the garbage.
Yeah, because what you do, you throw Christmas away afterward.
Oh, I thought you just put it in a box and bring it out again next year. Or if you're me, put it away in June and bring it out in July.
That's what you should be doing, but I just throw it away every time. That's what I've been doing wrong.
I feel like no wonder Christmas costs you so much money.
Ridiculous. That's why I can't get a present. Because I got to rebuy it every year.
Yes, that is the reason.
Oh, are you saying I'm a bad boy? Then I don't deserve a gift?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I think that's probably about it for this show. I think we'll wrap it up and
Okay.
Call her a night. And yeah, thank you so much to our guest Angelina from the Sailor Calypso Says. Oh, you go ahead.
Sailor Calypso Says. Yay.
From Sailor Calypso Says podcast and Berlin McPherson. I'm Matt Walker.
Before we go,
okay.
Matt Walker.
Okay.
Where can our lovely listeners find your podcast?
You can.
Should they follow your Facebook page for now?
I have a Facebook page and an Instagram account, and they're both Sailor Calypso Says. Or people can email me at sailorcalypsosays@gmail.com if they want to.
Okay. But the podcast isn't live yet, so there's no
Not as of this moment.
Okay, but it will be maybe by the time you're hearing this. Because now it is Monday.
Yes.
And this won't be live till Friday.
Yeah, we release Friday.
So, Monday.
But we will share in our Collectoverse podcast Facebook group as well.
Yeah, where to find it.
Where to find it when that information's available. So.
All right.
All right.
Okay, good night.
Night.
Night. Thank you for listening to the Collectoverse podcast. We'll be back next week with a new episode. If you want to see what we're up to in the meantime, you can find all our socials on our website, collectoverse.ca. That is collectoverse.ca.
If you like what we do and want to hear more, please subscribe to our Patreon. Our patrons get early access to new episodes and bonus content. You can find that link on our website. That is once again collectoverse.ca, not .com.